Press subscribe.
Press subscribe.
Press the bell.
Press the bell.
Press like.
Press like.
Change your life one word at a time.
Hello. How is everybody doing? You know, it's been a crazy week. It's been marvelous in the Bitcoin land. And I have my CMOS, I have my Iris Moss. I'm keeping healthy. How are you guys keeping healthy? And keeping your mind right. So starting the day right. How do we start the day? What's the day going to be like, Teja?
I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm wise, I'm powerful. It's gonna be a good day. Thank you, Jesus. I'm black, I'm proud.
Amen. So, you know, I'm a maths teacher, taekwondo teacher. It's not all about investing in the finances markets like Bitcoin and crypto markets and the stock market. It's also about investing in yourself. So start the day right. But let's see, a lot has been going on. So yesterday, Bitcoin, we can see here yesterday, Bitcoin already passed 50,000. Remember, it was 20,000 in December the 17th. And it's already done what? 2.5x. So 250% in that, what? Space of 2 months? Yeah, so yesterday I was talking about how it could already be 80,000 by March, looking at history charts. Let's check yesterday's video. Or we also looking already that we could even be going further than that real quickly. But there could be a 60% dump. Because let's look. And remember, we were saying charts are our friends. The charts are good for heart and trends are our friends. So look at this, because we got a descending triangle here and it broke out. So this is how it got to 50,000 and how it works. So you can see this line that they've marked. This is how long the uptrend, the rise was when you enter the triangle. So then they use when you leave the triangle formation. That's potentially how upside you can go. And it followed it. So you can see they mark it there. And it followed it to the T, they say. It went exactly there. And this is now a new ascending triangle that we have here, formation. And they mark how it is when it entered the ascending triangle. So that rise, when it entered, potentially that's the rise you can get here. Let's look. Ascending triangles. Ascending triangle is a chart pattern used in technical analysis. It's created by price moves. It's created by price moves that allow for a horizontal line to be drawn along the swing highs and a rising trend line. So this is potentially why already they're saying very quick we could get to, what's that mark there? Around 55,000, 60,000, around 60,000 real quickly. So, but the downside, what they were saying about Bitcoin, now Bitcoin is less than $1 trillion. It's way less than $1 trillion. So it's very volatile. So these people here, their predictions is it can drop 60% before it reaches there as well. So it could go there. And even when it gets there as well, some are predicting it could drop 60% because what they've seen, it has not done a big pullback like it did in previous years. So previous years will rise, drop 50%, rise, drop 40%, rise, drop and rise. But it's been kind of more consistent. The biggest ones they've had was like a 30%, I think they were showing later on, and a 20%. And then they posed the question, when will we stop treating Bitcoin like this, something that's going to pump and drop? Because we can see in other markets like gold and silver. So even silver, so let's look at the silver charts. You don't see these massive drops. So here from 26 to like 23, it's about between 10 and 15% drop. We see a big rise from like April 20th, all the way to August. So from $14, 50% will be 7. So 14 plus 7 is 21. So over 50, 60, 70% rise in gold between April 20 to August. So that's a nice rise. But you can see it maintains its values, not these crazy drops. So what we're seeing, or what they're also saying, is because of the market cap, because there's not enough people in Bitcoin. It's still new. Even though it's rising, like, it's still new. So because it's new, it has that volatility, and you got new people joining that don't even know what it is. What, compared to, they're saying gold has been here thousands of years. You know, when you get gold, it's been proven for thousands and thousands of years to store value. You know what it is, you can trust it. Whereas many people are getting in Bitcoin without knowing what it is. They're not really trusting it. They're just finding FOMO, in fear of missing out, and they're just in it for that reason. So because of that, there's all this volatility. But as soon as the market cap gets big enough, then you can start to see it. Hopefully will follow through, like silver and stuff, because silver is at 1.498 trillion. Let's see what Bitcoin's on right now. Bitcoin's market cap. Oh, it's getting closer here. It's getting close to a trillion though. It's getting very close. So it's just 946 billion. Another 51 billion. And already we would be at a trillion. Yeah, so we're very close actually. So it's all going on. But what I found also interesting that we got to is YFDAI. So I found another airdrop, because remember, airdrops is where you get things for free. So YFDAI, essentially, so YFDAI says got a new governance token. They're launching the Safeswap token. So Safeswap and their Launchpad. So Launchpad is where you can get liquidation pools. So new businesses can go on here and get liquidation, and by you staking or farming, you can get the Safeswap token and earn passive income, because you're basically holding YFDAI, but by holding YFDAI, staking it, or farming it, I'll look at the difference in a second, you can earn this new SST token. And remember, that token go up in value. The more use of it, the more it can go up. And the minute they launch Launchpad, so remember, some cryptos, they have no use. So you have the coin, you can not really using it. Whereas as soon as you get this new SST coin, there's a use for it. Straight away, you can use it to make votes on the system, because you have governing power of the system. That's why it's decentralized. Who owns the tokens can have the say in how the company or the crypto runs. And you'll be able to get in on new companies launching before anyone else. So you can be part of the you can be part of the business real early. And then when they launch their business and it goes on the exchanges, it can pump, but you got in early. But okay, this is not financial advice, because there's other launch pads as well. I think Binance has their launch pad, but another one I got in was, what was it called again? Launching Pool. Yeah, so Launching Pool, what I liked about Launching Pool, so even on YFDAI it's talking about Launching Pool, is the same thing, like new places, new businesses can come and get money. Because remember, that was the original point of the stock market, to be able to get money. And now people say it's turned into a casino. It's no longer what it was for. But it's about new businesses, these very small businesses, so they're not even millions yet, trying to launch money, isn't it? And we trying to give them liquidation. But by you doing that, you can earn rewards. So again, passive income. So because I was in Bondly, so for me, I got Bondly for free from an airdrop. So now that went to crazy heights. So I've put some of that, I've been able to stake my Bondly into this launch pool, which is great, because we can see here, so they already got 5 million people, $5 million worth of people that have staked their assets. So Bondly, I'm part of that. There's 1.3 million Bondly in the group. 1inch is another exchange, 1.03. And I use 1inch now. I now understand. I've gone through mayhem with all this. So even for me to change my Bondly into YFDAI and things like that, it was so long. I see why Ethereum makes so much money. Look at where's Ethereum charts. I learned all about gas, because you have to have the right amount of gas. So you can see this gas prices change. So if you don't have enough gas, it takes it slower and longer for you to change between the assets that you want. And you could put, if you don't look at the gas, you could put one gas price, and then straight away it changes if it's been, because the gas price can be volatile as well, basically. And then it could take long or even cancel, and you wasted your gas price. So those 0.000 stuff of ETH is still money. So that does not go. If the transaction does not go through, you still lost that gas price. So ETH has been taking money from me and money from people, but we can see it's a big industry. Uniswap, 15.4k spent in the last 30 days. And look at the gas price, 93.0. Altogether, that's 19.9 million in the last 30 days from Uniswap, from Tether USD, using ETH gas prices, 12.4 million, 1 inch, 34 million. Like, the ETH is making money. Is their whole total? Yeah, they are making money. You can see the biggest place is Sushi Swap. Yeah, they're making money. Yeah, I had to use so much ETH, and then I had Coinbase problems to move my money from Coinbase to MetaMask, because MetaMask is the wallet where I can use Uniswap or 1 inch and these other stuff to be able to trade some things that are not on exchanges. So Ethereum is very needed for all this transaction stuff, which is why I understand now Cardano, which eventually is promising people that there will be no gas price fees, and Polkadot limiting the charges of smaller gas fees. But what was great with 1 inch, so when I used 1 inch, they found the best, I think it's called an aggregator, they found the best way of trading. So say I want to trade from Bond to YFDAI, but it might be cheaper to first change to DAI, which is stablecoin, and then from DAI to YFDAI. So they automatically find you the best ways of matching for you to get there, if you want the maximum return or if you want it to be fastest. So sometimes if you want to just be faster, they'll find the fastest way to do it, kind of thing, because it can still take some time to be transferring between. And then you look at your Ether scan to see the contract of what you've done and see if it's fulfilled. And I looked at some, it will say approved, and I looked and it said, oh, something's failed and this thing. And luckily, so the good thing with Telegram, the community of YFDAI, they were very helpful. But while they're being helpful, you'll get scammers straight away. You post a question to admin on the group, you get a scammer to direct message you telling you this or that. So be careful on Telegram, because if anyone direct messages you, they're a scammer. Because what I've seen on the official community groups for these places, they will tell you in the group for you to message them. So you start the conversation. But when people come and direct message you, they're scammers. So never share your private keys, because your public keys is an address basically where they can send all your Ethereum tokens and things. The public key, you can get that, copy it to everyone, and that's how you can share assets between yourselves. But never share your private key. This is where you can hack. Which brings me, so with these launch pools and things, the risk of it is, again, you are taking your money from your wallet to their wallet, and you're locking it up for a certain period that you've decided, but it's no longer with you. So that's also the risk of all these things, because technically they could be hacked. Other things could happen. But we've seen in history, some that did get hacked and stuff, they still compensated their clients and things. It wasn't that affected, but they was when they got to like 30 millions and they got locked. So they could probably eat the hacking part. Say they got hacked for 50 million, 5 million, whatever, they can eat that because they've got so much. But it's still, that's the risk. And the other risk, because don't forget, you don't fully know how much Bondly will be in the future. Whatever you're locking up, you don't know how much that will be in the future. Right now, things are going up, so you can expect it to go up. And because of what I believe Bondly is doing, which is NFTs and new non-fungible tokens and assets, swapping between assets and making other things assets. And it's a crazy market, DeFi and what NFTs. So I believe the price will go up, but that's the risk, because you're locking a currency or your asset for whatever period you want. And even though you're gaining a new currency, so new free tokens and stuff, you also don't know the value of that, but technically you've got it for free, which is, so on the good side, that is the great thing of passive income and all of this DeFi generation, because one, on the plus side, Bondly is going up. So I bought my Bondly price going up, but I've also locked into something that's giving me more of something that is also going up, and the more it gives me of that, I can put more in to be staked. So I'm getting more going up because I've got more in, so there's higher interest, because 1% of what I got, I'm getting, although it's crazy percent, because for staking for one of them is 72% they'll give you in a year. Where are you getting a 72% in a year return from anywhere? That's why this staking is amazing. And then with the farming, where is my charts? With the farming, you've also got, they give you some free tokens. So one thing I wanted to look at, so what's the difference between staking and farming? So what I saw while I was doing it, I'm going to write in, but what I saw with farming, I didn't have to pay no fee to farm my tokens. But with staking, there are small fees, but again, look how Ethereum is making the money on these small fees. There's a small fee difference between farming and staking. Difference between farming and staking. Yeah, so with staking, I saw there was a small fee attached to when I put my money in, and if I want to take it out before I said I'm locking up for. With farming, there was no fees. I could just farm it, but with farming, it's locked. With staking, at least you can take it out. With farming, it's locked for that period that you decided from the beginning. You can't just take it out. With staking, you can take it out, but there's a small fee and a small fee for putting it. And then with staking, you can earn higher ones, because staking, I've seen you can get 72% returns in a year, and that's paid daily, so you can break it down and things like that as well. But with farming, you are earning a certain token. So yield farming allows the token holders to generate passive income by locking their funds into a lending pool for some interest as a return. While crypto staking involves a validator who locks up their coins, they can be randomly selected by the proof of stake protocol at specific intervals to create a block. Yeah, so we could go into more details of that, but these are passive income methods. It's really amazing on the positive side of things, because like I said, I can have one asset, my bond is going up in price, but while it's going up in price, I've locked it into a different bank, and that bank, I'm lending it to them, and they pay me interest, whether it's through a new token, or they're just giving me back that same token, and that means therefore I'm stacking more of that token because I've got more. It's good. And then not only, I've even taken my bond to be involved in a new airdrop. So that new airdrop, I'm getting more things for free, and then I can start staking that for free. And it's just, money making money. This is the game the rich play. So this is why it's all about joining trading. And remember, people make the mistake thinking they need lots of money to join trading. You can start with anything, £100, anything. It's about being in the game so you can get experience and realize what's going on. But not just about trading. Make sure you invest in yourself. I've got my book. Look on my website, actually. So you can order the book from Amazon and Kindle on the website. And there's lots of free information on the website, because it's all about keeping money. It's easy to make money. You can all go to a job, but can we keep money? So control, no procrastination, discipline, and all together invest in something higher than all this, something higher, divine wholeness. So you can see I've got different chapters here. Wealth is stored up for you. We've got live. We've got a soliloquy as we imagine the life of King David, and it's all poetic. And one chapter called Your Silence Speaks. So let's not make our silence speak. Let's be active. So until next time, remember you can see me on Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. It's been a crazy time. So stay healthy, and I'll see you another day.